And welcome back, folks. So Deathbattle debuted their season premiere with Ant-Man versus Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man versus the Atom. I was supposed to say Atom Man versus the Ants. And look, I have done my reaction for it. It's up. Needless to say, starting the season hot, baby. 1-for-1. And now we have to. Why does the second one have to be one I know almost jack about? So I knew this one was coming, though. Apparently, this had been on the docket for a little bit. And most people kind of knew this was going to be this season. So we're getting the second. Might as well get one of the ones I know very little of out of the way right now. Undead, main character from Dark Souls versus the Dragonborn from Skyrim. So look, I hesitate to even talk about these. Not because I don't know anything about it. Not because I'm really that. Not because I'm unfamiliar with the series to some degree, which I am. That's never stopped me before, but because it's hard to actually find information about what these guys can do, and like weaknesses, strengths, all of that. It's not that they don't exist. It's just the fact that they're game characters makes it like not even like NPCs or boss battle, not like a Ganondorf or something like that. Or, Ultron, or I'm just thinking of other game, like Wesker or something like that. It's more the fact that they're main player characters that don't really do a lot of talking. You can customize them however you want. So it's almost irrelevant talking about them because their powers and sets can be just about anything you want them to be. But that being said, most likely Deathbattle is going to use an amalgamation of all their abilities. And from what I can tell, most of their abilities are pretty similar to each other. Fire manipulation, melee combat, like healing, what have you. It comes down to, at least the way I see it anyway. We'll see how Deathbattle thinks. It comes down to, in my opinion, their arsenal, admittedly, to a certain degree, but also their physical constitution, what they can recover from, what they can't recover from. The undead literally is an undead, though. That is the thing. It's part of the whole shtick of Dark Souls. And if the undead goes too long without humanity, it will go berserk and basically lose any form of humanity it has. Whereas the Dragonborn doesn't have that stipulation. But the Dragonborn, on the other hand, is just mortal. The Dragonborn can die. Whereas the undead, unless you're using some sort of spell, necromancy, what have you, theoretically can't die because it's already dead. So, look, I guess the question I'm going to have to look up right now, Dragonborn spells and abilities, is, does the Dragonborn, generally speaking, have any ability or spells that would allow it to manipulate the undead in any way? So let's see here. Powers. I'm going right now to the first thing. Hopefully this is right. Let's see. General. There we go. General powers: absorb dragon soul. The core of his power, an inborn. There we go. Core of his power. Inborn ability to devour or absorb the soul of slain dragons, which means nothing in this fight. Unrelenting force. Upon facing hordes of enemies fourth or any sort of blockade, Dragonborn can speak the words Fusrada to release a charge of force that pushes away anything from his path. Great. Temporarily stops the undead. Next, superhuman strength, can lift up to 200 pounds and still run for a long time and can carry infinite gold coins. Cool. Superhuman stamina, can survive years without sleep and also keep running for days without getting tired, sprinting or attacking. Great. Spellcasting. There's 157 different spells. That's kind of what I want to know about. Reloading, if the Dragonborn is killed by a 6-foot drop, he can choose to reload to save. Oh, come on. Knowing them, they might actually use that. Shouts. Obviously, the most unique power is the shout. The Thu'um is a form of magic that most Nords and others possess, which utilizes the dragon language to form dragon shouts of immense power. The word itself directly translates the word shout. Most shouts are made up of 3 different words or power. That being said, he does have 3 main weaknesses, apparently. If by mistake the Dragonborn kills a chicken, he'll become Skyrim's most wanted criminal. Okay, full damage. He can die by falling from a height of 6 feet. Dragonborn can oftentimes pick up unnecessary objects. Okay, none of these are actually weaknesses. I'm not quite sure. You got to be kidding me with that. Okay, Dragonborn powers. Let's see. Again, I'm looking for a spell right now that could affect the undead. That's what I'm ultimately looking for. Heals everything. That summons a werebear. Takes target. There's a secret spell costs. You take power attacks. Summons a field of tentacles. Freezes a target. I really hate these ads. You take no damage. Cast on a nearby surface. Okay. Lesser powers. Abilities. I'm not. Whoa. Okay. When your fire breath shout kills an enemy, a fireworm emerges from the corpse. Okay, that doesn't. I saw corpse. I'm like, okay, maybe. Nope. Look, I'm trying here, folks. Again, and that's the problem with the game too. There's so many abilities that it's hard to really figure out anything. So, okay, can the Dragonborn affect the dead? Okay, Skyrim Dragonborn. Can he hurt the dead? Let's try that. Dragonborn. Can he hurt the undead? Let's try that. It brings up Chosen versus Last Dragon. Hollows can't. Yeah, that's the thing. Hollows can't die. They just keep coming back over and over again. There's no way to get rid of them. Again, no way to get rid of them. Let's be very clear. In that world, like if you throw it on the undead in the Marvel universe, trust me, a Sorcerer Supreme will find a way to get rid of it. Chosen undead keep coming back, but he's never touching the Dragonborn. So yeah, he'll keep coming back, but he's never touching Dragonborn. Just dead. And he's so So I'm getting a lot of people's opinions here. Apparently, when the Skyrim breaks, it breaks hard. I get a lot of people saying the Dragonborn because the undead's never going to get there. But I'm seeing a lot of people saying that because the undead can't really take much damage. Look, this is one of those ones I just don't know enough about to give a really informed guess. So based on the little I have here, I'll probably go with the undead, just because he's going to be able to keep coming back. If Dragonborn did specifically have a spell to target the undead, manipulate them in some way, I'd be a lot more inclined to think Dragonborn, but I just can't find anything for that. Let me know in the comments below if that is the case. He does have something that could actually affect the undead. And for any of you Dark Soul players out there, say you can't kill a hollow. They just keep going. Again, that logic in your world does not necessarily apply to a versus fight if someone has an ability to counter that. That argument is a no-sell. That's just a no-sell argument. I'm sorry. Now, if he doesn't have it, that's a different ability. That is a different story. That is a different story. But I hate that. I hate those arguments. I had someone in one of my most recent ones say that in the Dracula one versus what was it? Oh, Dante. Say that he said only a vampire hunter could kill him. He said that. It's like, in his world, you can't use the logic. You can't use 100% of the logic of that world all the time. Any of his basic weaknesses you could use, but you can't use a statement like that because that any person theoretically could have the ability to kill him. He's just saying only a vampire hunter probably has the skill to do it. You can't use those arguments. And it just bugs the hell out of me when people do. It really, and it also bugs out. One other thing real quick. I'm pretty much done with the video. I want to hear the in-between dialects between I want to hear the back and forth in the comments below because it gives me an idea later down the road of how to kind of gauge characters I've used before. But if you're going to try to argue a character winning, actually try to argue the character winning. Just don't say, this character will win. Seriously, it was the Funny Valentine versus the Naruto video where someone said, yeah, Funny Valentine soul is the verse. And I'm like, how? You're not giving any argument for that. You're just saying how, and based on everything I could find of Funny Valentine, I'm sorry, that is not true at all. So if you're gonna make that kind of argument, back up your argument. Anyway, I don't know. Those are pet peeves. Those are pet peeves that always just get under my skin, especially in an online community. Anyway, though, I digress. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. And I'll catch you folks later. Have a good one.